Howdy folks, Jimmy with the Critter Squad. Once again, it's that time of year, wintertime. We have a significant spike in rodent activity. What you see behind me, you got an AC unit with some trees kind of overgrown. A lot of times in these older homes, we have abandoned utility lines, okay? In other words, like a gas line or an LAC line that maybe got rerouted through a house and the mortar was not repaired, okay? But what it does is it leaves an entry point for critters such as snakes, rats, squirrels to get into homes. I want to give you a perfect example of the stuff that often gets overlooked, and it's because it's back here, kind of hidden behind all this other stuff, and it's outside, out of mind. But it's not for critters. Let me show you something real quick. That is simply an abandoned utility line, an old utility penetration, and the rats and snakes are using it to come in and out of this home unimpeded. And it's one of those things that gets overlooked a lot because it's off the beaten path. It's out of the way. It's not out of sight, out of mind. Okay, but we go over every home with a fine-tooth comb. Okay, we find the things that other folks can't find. All right, but that was a before video, and here in just a minute we're going to show you a before and after picture of what our work looks like. But we get them out and we keep them out, and we do guarantee our work. All right, I'll get that picture to you. Alright, howdy folks, Jimmy with the Critter Squad. Gotta get down on the ground for this one, but this time of year we start seeing a significant increase in rodent activity. Once that mercury drops, winter comes around, the rodents really do look for the smallest little crack or crevice to get inside of a home. A lot of times dryer vents or other utility penetrations are a common entry point, and a lot of times they're made out of plastic. I want to show you something on one of my clients' houses that we found that's relatively significant. That is an extremely active rodent entry point. It's at ground level. In order to see it, you kind of have to get on the ground to actually see it. But it's made out of plastic, which is common on most houses for common construction. But the way we fix it is we replace it, properly seal it, replace it with a material or with an actual magnetic metal wildlife proof dryer vent that will not hold the lint. You don't have to worry about it clogging the lint, but it'll also keep the wildlife out. Here in just a minute, and we're going to show you a before and after picture, and we guarantee our work.
Are you still here and you still haven't called the Critter Squad for wildlife removal or rodent control? Well, let me give you a little bit of information on the company. So, the Critter Squad, Inc. is owned and operated by James Catchings, who is a U.S. military combat veteran. And now, day to day, James services homes in the South Houston, Texas area for all types of wildlife issues, ranging from raccoons and squirrels and skunks and possums to rodents and snakes. And a lot of times, many people won't realize that they have a snake problem because there's rodents, and the rodents in the attic are what are causing the snakes to go inside the home as well. So if you have any rodent problems, or you want to get rid of rats, or rat removal, something you tried and you just couldn't do it yourself, give the Critter Squad a call, and they'll be able to come out, do an inspection on the home, figure out where the rats and rodents are getting inside. They'll also be able to set up rat traps to kill all the rats and get that out, and then they can also, and the last part of the process, they will perform rat exclusion or rat proofing to make sure that your home is proof from rats and rodents and nothing else can get in further. A lot of the most common entry points are the ones that we showed the video here. And another thing is we'll be putting out some more content here in the future, and the content will be some of the most frequently asked questions that we get, which are What are good rodent control products? What's a rodent control cost? How to get rid of rats outside? What kills rats instantly? How to get rid of rats in the house fast? Rat poison, rat traps, rat repellents. All these different types of topics are things that people want to know how to get rid of these animals or pests or rodents inside of a house. We're going to be putting out content for all that to help you out and make sure that you're getting the right information and the correct factual information instead of a lot of these internet myths that are out there now. So again, if you have rat removal or rat control problems, you want to rat proof your house or do a rat inspection on the home, give the Critter Squad a call and they'll be able to help you out. The Critter Squad services the entire South Houston, Texas area, but the main service areas are rat removal in Missouri City, rat removal in Pearland, Texas, and rat removal in Sugarland, Texas. Are you kidding me? You're still here? Well, that must mean you need more information. So I'll give it to you. I'll give you a little bit of information on rats. So rats become sexually active 2 to 5 months after birth. So literally 2 months after they're born, they could already start producing young. And they could produce an astounding 5 litters of offspring every single year. Each one of these litters has about 5 young. So on average, if you do some simple math, you're looking at about 25 additional rats per rat. So if you have a rat problem of 4 rats in your home and you leave them as they are, well, you can imagine in about a year, that's considering if none of them are pregnant already, you're going to have about 100 rats stemming off of just 4. And that would be the simplest math, because if you consider those babies having babies, well, a simple rat infestation of 4 rats can legitimately turn into about 400 rats in about a year. So it's never a good idea to leave rats in your home. Rats in the attic are a big deal. Rats in the attic can get through a number of ways. They can get through the attic fans, the vents, the soffit areas, fascia boards, rotted areas, holes in the roof. I mean, there's tons of ways they can get in the attic. Rats below can get through a number of ways as well. As you've seen, there's 2 in the video. Also, weep holes are another one on the building. If you have weep holes, rats can squeeze through there as well. They can actually squeeze down to about the size of a nickel or a quarter, depending on how big the rat is, because their bones just kind of flex down and merge. And contrary to what some might say, there's actually evidence of rats being able to come up through sewer systems and come right through your toilet. So again, if you have any rat problems, it's never a good idea to try to do it yourself, because you might make the problem last a little bit longer or educate the rats, making it very difficult to catch them and also more expensive because of the work involved. So again, rat removal in Pearland, Texas, rat removal in Sugarland, Texas, rat removal in Missouri City, Texas. Give James Catchings a call at the Critter Squad Inc., and he'll be able to help you out in those areas. If you are outside those areas, you can still give him a call, because he handles the entire South Houston, Texas area. So with that said, if you're within 50 miles or so, depending on what the issue is, he can absolutely come out, do an evaluation, do a rat inspection for you, and get those rats killed and out of there. So I'm over and out. Any questions, give us a call.